Greetings, everyone. I hope you're well. I wanted to do another collective check-in. It's been quite a while since I've done anything like this, but I feel like it's time. It's June 21, 2025. It's the solstice today, so it is the shortest day in the Southern Hemisphere, the most inward feminine energy. And in the Northern Hemisphere, obviously the opposite, the most masculine, longest day. And it is a beautiful time to pause and really honor the change that we are all going through. It is the celebration of the return of the light for us in the Southern Hemisphere. And it's quite a time that we've all been going through. This first half of the year for many people has been challenging in many ways. We are numerologically in a 9 year. It is the year of the snake in the Chinese astrology. And so we're all shedding a skin. In a sense, we are all closing out a lot of old cycles. In the astrology realm, this is 1 year, the only year in all of our lifetimes where every single planet is changing signs. So the outer planets take a lot longer to go around the sun, and every single one of them is changing signs. Pluto takes 20-something years, and that's already changed signs into Aquarius. And we now have the very last planet changing signs on the 7th of July being Uranus, which also takes something like 17 years to do a lap of the sun. So it is a really powerful, powerful vortex that we're all going through in a sense. It's a massive paradigm shift, and it is not comfortable in many ways to shed skin, to let go and move through change and into a new sort of sense of self. So it really is a time to let go, and we are letting go of maybe people, of possessions, of workplaces, whatever it is for you. We are all going through very big change, and it can be easy if we allow ourselves to feel all the emotions that may come up through that process. So if we have attachment to these things or to people, of course there's healthy attachment, which, sometimes we need to grieve, we need to feel all the feelings. And other times there are unhealthy attachments which are connected to the ego or fear. Often fear can keep us attached to something when we feel a fear of loss, that we may need that person or that thing to complete us, to complete who we are. Our identity needs that to feel whole, and that, of course, is not the truth. We are complete, we are whole. We don't need anything or anyone to complete us. So the more we can let go of these aspects that are not the truth and just come into our hearts and really know ourselves and what is best for us, what is for our highest good, because that is always the highest good of all. If we really connect in and we can connect to that truth. So we're letting go of attachments. We're letting go of what was of our old parts of identity. There's much to let go of in order to step into the new. We need to make room in ourselves to accommodate the new frequencies. So these new seeds of the garden that we are planting are sprouting, and we're almost there. There are some weeds to still pull out, but we are almost there. And it is a process. We're weeding out the old aspects of self, the old identity, the old ideas and aspects that no longer serve, so that there is room to accommodate this new paradigm shift that we're all stepping into. The frequencies are changing and we are all changing. The earth is changing. Um, some people are predicting big earth changes. I'm not sure about that. I feel like there's going to be potentially a financial collapse is possible. Sort of July onward, as Uranus changes signs, there's often big shocks and change. A lot of volcanoes and things have been going off around the world. So who we are becoming is our creation. You know, we are becoming the creators of our reality. We already are the creators. We are simply remembering our truth. We're coming into the heart and really connecting into a higher level of being, so that we don't need to exist in the old density that many of us were born in, or most of us were born in a deeper, darker density. And now, although it looks dark out there, we have the capacity to create our own world and energize that. So if we spend too much time looking at what's happening out there as the old world dies off, at things that are out of our control, then we are energizing that and our energy is going towards that. So it's really, really important in these times that we put our energy into ourselves and our world and all create our worlds like in little bubbles, and collectively we can shift the planet. I mean, if everybody is looking at dark things that are happening, yes, it's good to be aware, but it's not good for the collective overall energy. So bring it back to self and transmute it, pray, send love, whatever it is that you can do to raise your frequency and shift out of the old baggage, clear it on out, and we can all enter into a paradigm shift and move into lighter times. So earlier I picked 4 cards. I wanted to check in and have a little bit of guidance in terms of what is happening in the collective. And 4 cards came out in a row. The first one, I got these out of a beautiful animal apothecary deck that I have. So the first card that came out is almost there. Oops. So that card is simply saying we are almost there. The change is almost complete, but you know, I know many people are tired and weary at this time, and it's not long now. We're almost there. We're almost through it. Things are lightening up and they will speed up and get easier. And then the next card that came out is transformation. So we are still going through this big transformation, and it can be tiring. It's a lot for the body. We're changing at a cellular level. So it is big change going on. The third card that came out is that you are more. So we're going from the phoenix rising out of the ashes to the eagle. We're taking a higher view. We are looking at things from a higher perspective. We're rising above it all. And then the very last card that came out is Nourish While Waiting. So as all of the changes are sweeping through, it is really important to take care of yourself. We currently have just come into Cancer season, which is the sign of the mother, the archetypal mother that exists in us all. we all become our own parents as we become adults, and we learn to parent ourselves, and the mother is something that is very much an archetype that is very wounded in our collective. We are all very often hard on ourselves. We are not taking the time always to be self-loving and to give to ourselves. It's the mother just gives and gives tirelessly, and is unconditionally loving. And that is something that we all need to evoke more in ourselves. I know we all have the capacity to love ourselves more, to honor ourselves more. And that's something I'm really going to be doing this month, doing all the things that make me feel good, like baths and going to the gym, whatever it is for you that connects you back into yourself, that recharges you, that is nurturing, whether it's making beautiful meals that are life-giving and energizing. Do that. So we are almost there. We're going through a big transformation. You are more than what you can imagine. Rise above it all and nourish yourself. So they're the key takeaways. And it's a beautiful thing at solstice to perhaps light a candle or a fire, and you can journal or write away things that you want to let go of and burn them, and just, you can do a small ritual or ceremony to let go of anything that no longer serves you. And then you want to look into the next 6 months and think about what you want to create. We're in this dark point in the Southern Hemisphere, and what that indicates is that it is hard to see very far ahead. We're coming really into this heart present now moment awareness where we are becoming omnipresent, which means that it is difficult to look too far in the future because we're called into the now. We can't be anchored too much in the past. Now is all we have, and that's where the power lies. So if you can bring yourself into trust and know that whatever it is that you want to create, and what you are creating through everything that you are, is already created. It is simply a matter of you embodying that and stepping into that. So it's all happening for you. You are the creator, and you must trust that everything is happening it's all coming. It's all there for you. And being in the dark, we need to trust that everything is on its way to us. So the feminine is very much about trust. And it brings me to an analogy that I like to use. It's like driving at night. We can only see a short way ahead of ourselves, but we trust. We trust that the road will unfold as we go. So that is how it is in this dark point. We can't see that far ahead. We are not able to plan because everything's unfolding through our creation in this now moment. So the more we can drop into the now, we're not going to worry about the future, and we're not going to, ruminate about the past. We really want to just anchor into now and honor who we are and love ourselves. So I hope you all have a wonderful solstice, and I will be coming back and I'm firing up with more podcasts, and there's lots of cool stuff in the pipe. So I hope to see you soon. Sending you all much love. Mwah.